Hey guys, it's Joanna here. In my previous video, I shared some of my results from my genetic test I did with Circle DNA. In this video, I'm going to dive in a little deeper to find the right diet for your body type. If you have been eating well and exercising regularly, yet you're not getting the results you're looking for, perhaps you are still unknowingly doing the wrong thing for your body type. Some of you might have even tried all the diets out there. Low fat, low carbs, high fat, high protein, but nothing seems to work and you just don't know what to do. Not every diet suits everyone. If you want to see effective results, the diet you choose needs to be optimal according to your genetics. So based on my Circle DNA results, my optimal diet is healthy balance. There are 4 categories in this section. Depending on your results, you might fall under low carb, low fat, Mediterranean, or healthy balance. So how do we determine this? If you look under fat sensitivity and carb sensitivity, both my results are normal. This means my body isn't highly sensitive if I were to consume carbs or fats in my diet. Hence, I fall under healthy balance because I can consume them in moderation. If, however, your results show that you have a higher sensitivity towards carbs, but a normal fat sensitivity, then the optimal diet type for you will be low carb. On the other hand, if you have a higher sensitivity towards fat and a normal carb sensitivity, then the optimal diet type for you will be low fat. If your results show that you have a higher sensitivity towards both carbs and fats, then the optimal diet type for you will be Mediterranean. So based on your results, how do you then cook and eat according to the diet recommended to you? Before I share the meal suggestions, if you haven't yet done your DNA test and you're curious about your body type, go to circledna.com to find out more about the different services they offer. You can use the coupon code Joanna at checkout to get 1 kit for 35% off, 2 to 3 kits for 40% off, and 4 or more kits for 50% off. This is applicable to any Circle DNA kit you purchase, and this offer is only limited to the first 100 kits sold. So do share this information with your family and friends. Let's take a look at the 4 diet types and the meal suggestions. Let's start with my optimal diet, which is healthy balance. If you fall under this category, you are lucky because your body tolerates fats and carbs well. Hence, the recommendation is to consume everything in moderation. Your healthy plate should look like this: half vegetables, quarter protein, and quarter carbs. Fill your plate with a variety of colorful vegetables as they are a great source of vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, and dietary fiber. You can also add a piece of fruit into your meal. As for protein, go for high-quality proteins such as chicken, fish, meat, tempeh, tofu, beans, legumes, and yogurt. The general recommendation is about 0.8 grams of protein per kilo of your body weight. But if you are active, then you should be consuming between 1.2 to 1.7 grams of protein per kilo of your body weight. For example, I'm 50 kilos, and because I'm active, I would consume about 1.5 grams of protein per kilo of my body weight. That means I should eat about 75 grams of protein a day. How I would achieve that is to consume 2 eggs for breakfast, 1 portion of salmon for lunch, and 1 portion of whitefish for dinner. That gives me a total of 72 grams of protein. You need enough protein to perform strength training and to build lean muscle mass. Based on my nutrition report, I have a higher needs for iodine, omega-3 DHA, vitamin B12, and vitamin B6. Hence, I follow a pescatarian diet and will consume oily fish such as salmon, tuna, or mackerel at least 3 to 4 times a week. If you are a vegetarian or vegan, you can also consider taking supplements if you find meeting your daily requirements from food alone is difficult. As for carbohydrates, choose healthy complex carbs such as rice, quinoa, oats, buckwheat noodles, sweet potatoes, pumpkin, whole grain pasta, or wholemeal bread. I have been following a healthy balanced diet for several years now, and I have seen great results. I have enough strength and energy for my training, and I've also improved my body composition by reducing my body fat and increased my total lean muscle mass. Let's have a look at the low-carb diet. If you fall under this category, that means you have a higher sensitivity towards carbs, and your body has a high resistance to insulin. Insulin is the hormone responsible for controlling your blood sugar levels. A high level of insulin resistance means that your blood sugar levels are likely to spike after consuming carbs, especially refined carbs. Some of the common signs of carb sensitivity include an intense craving for refined carb foods such as sweets, bread, pasta, biscuits, cereals, and cake. Struggle with never really feeling full, which can lead to overeating. Energy level tends to dip after an hour of consuming carbs. They tend to gain weight easily, and they experience carbohydrate withdrawal such as headaches, irritability, mood swings, and anxiety. Carb sensitivity is a real thing, and it might be the reason why weight loss can be challenging for those who fall under this category. This doesn't mean that you cannot consume carbs at all, but you need to choose the good carbs and limit the portion. So if this is you, here's how you can make adjustments to your meals. First thing is to eliminate all refined carbs in your diet. Only go for healthy complex carbs such as quinoa, oats, buckwheat, brown rice, sweet potatoes, pumpkin, and beans. Next, limit your carb intake to about 100 to 150 grams per day. Here's an example of how to portion out carbs in your meals. Half a cup of oats for breakfast, 1 small bowl of cooked brown rice for lunch, and around 150 grams of sweet potatoes for dinner. Including the vegetables you add into your meals, your total carb intake for the day will be about 110 to 150 grams of carbs. To feel satisfied and reduce your cravings, you can increase your protein and non-starchy vegetable intake. When you're carb sensitive, consuming carb-rich foods has a greater impact on your overall well-being than merely reducing your caloric intake. So you have to pay more attention to the types of carbs you consume. If your optimal diet is low-fat, then following a high-fat or keto diet just won't work for you. Having a higher sensitivity towards fat does not mean you cannot consume fats in your diet. The importance with a low-fat diet is to differentiate between the types of fats, since fat sensitivity is specifically linked to saturated fats. So you will want to limit the amount of saturated fats and choose unsaturated fats instead. Saturated fats are found in animal products such as red meat, skin of poultry, full-fat dairy products, eggs, cheese, cream, butter, ghee, lard, and even tropical oils such as coconut oil and palm oil. Consuming too much of saturated fats can increase LDL, the bad cholesterol levels. Unsaturated fats are considered heart healthy. They are typically found in plant foods such as avocados, olives, nuts, and seeds, as well as fatty fish such as salmon, mackerel, and tuna. Consuming more unsaturated fats can help to reduce LDL levels and increase HDL, the good cholesterols. Typically, a low-fat diet follows a higher carb, moderate protein, and low-fat type plan. This means that 55 to 60% of your calories can be from carbs, 20% from protein, and the remaining 20 to 25% from fats. In general, following a predominantly plant-based diet would be suitable for you. Without making it too complicated, here are a few simple guidelines to follow in reducing your saturated fat intake. Trim off any visible fat from meats and remove skin from poultry before cooking. Consume more plant-based foods which are rich in protein and carbs such as beans, peas, lentils, tempeh, and tofu. Avoid deep-fried foods. Choose healthier cooking methods such as baking, roasting, steaming, boiling, or poaching. Avoid fatty and processed meats such as bacon, sausage, ribs, and luncheon meats. If you want to eat red meat, then limit it to only 2 to 3 servings per week and choose leaner cuts. And the final diet type is Mediterranean. If you have a higher sensitivity towards both carbs and fats, then this would be the recommended diet for you, as it is low in carbs, low in saturated fats, and higher in unsaturated fats. I visited Greece several years ago and stayed there for a month. I absolutely love their way of eating. I love the flavors, and it was really wholesome and satisfying. Someone who follows a Mediterranean diet typically consumes a wide variety of vegetables, whole grains, fish, seafood, olive oil, nuts, seeds, legumes, and potatoes. They would consume poultry, eggs, cheese, and yogurt in moderation and rarely consume red meat. They limit their consumption of soft drinks, processed meats, or refined grains. Olive oil is the primary source of added fat in the Mediterranean diet. They would use it in their cooking instead of using butter. They would also substitute red meat for seafood, poultry, or beans. They do also enjoy a variety of cheese in small quantity and plain yogurt. The Mediterranean diet is a delicious and healthy way to eat. This diet is also suitable for me as it meets my higher needs for oily fish. Once again, it's important to recognize that our body type is not a life sentence. Your body type will shift based on your lifestyle, activity, and diet modifications. By understanding your genetics, you will be able to make the right diet choice suitable to you, rather than blindly following a diet trend out there. Do you know what's the optimal diet for you? Let me know in the comments below. To find out more about your body type, go to circledna.com and key in the coupon code Joanna to get up to 50% off. Links are in my description box below. If you enjoyed this video and find the information to be extremely useful, then do share it with your family and friends. In my next video, we will discover more about the right type of exercise you should be doing according to your body type. So be sure to stay tuned. And do also subscribe to my YouTube channel for a lot more workout videos, nutritional tips, and fitness tips. All the best!